everybody. So I've had requests to relay what it is that I am doing because you guys have been telling me that I have really nice skin, and I thank you for that. I take that compliment every single day. I have actually been told that before by makeup artists when they've worked on my makeup. I have actually had people tell me that I do not look my age, which I am highly grateful for. I generally discount it to good genetics because my dad, who is in his 60s, does not look his age in the slightest. But anyway, talking about what it is that I'm doing. As you know, skincare is not just what you do from the outside in. It's a combination of things. Obviously, your diet and your hydration is going to be a key factor. Lots and lots and lots of water is going to help your skin stay hydrated and plump and plentiful. As to helping the body from the inside out, I am actually on a daily regimen of over-the-counter supplements for various reasons, but come to find out they have a secondary effect for the skin. So I'm just going to cover them just so that you guys know what it is that I'm taking, and I'm going to sound like a crazy person, but I swear to God they all have their purpose. Okay, so I take a prenatal vitamin every day, and that's mostly for the iron content because I am chronically anemic, as you guys can probably guess by the little dark raccoony situation I got going on there. I take chromium picolinate and L-arginine to help boost weight loss. And then, I take evening primrose oil, which I started to help me with these perimenopausal symptoms that I was having because it helps kind of regulate those and stabilize your hormone levels. But it does help reduce water loss in the skin. So, you have the added benefit of staying hydrated and looking plump all the time. I'm on biotin with plus keratin, and I started that to help with fat metabolism, but that has massive benefits for the hair, which I guess is probably why hairstylists always compliment me on how thick my hair is. Collagen plus C. I started taking it because of the C, but the place that I started buying this stuff from, I could only find it with the collagen. So I started taking it. I knew collagen was good for the body, but realistically, I started taking it to help with joints because I actually have arthritis in my lower extremities. At the time that I started taking it was when the coof kicked off across the world. I was recommended to by a friend who lived overseas who was given this list of supplementation to help protect against the coof. So I bought all of these and I started them that day, and I take these particular ones twice a day. Now, the ones that I've listed thus far, those are singular, one time a day in the morning to help me get my day going and get my engines revved up. But the next three are twice a day. Collagen plus C, okay? They help give the vitamin C gives your immune system a boost to help, reduce your risk of infections, upper respiratory problems, whatever. But the collagen and the C combined actually improve skin elasticity and hydration. They reduce the fine lines and wrinkles around those areas that we have a tendency to use a lot. And it can actually promote muscle growth and recovery for those of y'all that are athletics and getting out there and building them muscles. So that's one. Remember, twice a day. The next one is vitamin D3, and I actually started taking that in combination with the C because, that was the way it was recommended. It was noticed during the coof that people with low vitamin D levels had more of a tendency to end up having symptoms or infection from the coof. So I started taking that. So I take that twice a day. I also utilize it for the prospect of the fact that it's important for your bones, for your, muscle strength. It helps prevent inflammatory disease which it's kind of makes it a must-have in the anti-aging armory because it reduces redness and everything in the tissues around your face. So that helps. Your keratin, which a lot of people have never heard of. Okay, keratin is actually an anti-inflammatory as well. Taken in combination with your D and your C, can actually kind of create like a cast iron effect around your immune system, and that's why I worked so long with so many COOF patients and didn't get the COOF until I went on a downturn period where I wasn't taking it. I went off of it. About a week later, I got the COOF. I went immediately back on it, and I've been on it ever since. But keratin has been known to stimulate the growth of new cells. It can also promote collagen production. It reduces your age spots and your appearance of wrinkles. So, I didn't know that at the time. I mean, realistically, I took it for the anti-inflammatory properties and the fact that it was just one more step in protecting myself from the COOF. But now that I know all this, and I know it has so many other benefits, it protects you from dementia symptoms because it's good for your brain, protects you from heart disease, helps with overall health. So I have continued to take it despite the fact that I no longer really deal one-on-one with the COOF anymore. I take zinc, which in concert with those other three, which is just to kind of round it out. And as you know, zinc is very beneficial to the skin to help create a sort of protective barrier to keep sun damage at bay, and it also reduces inflammation as well. Now, the last one is K2. K2 is actually a very, very potent antioxidant for the body. It is actually even more powerful than CQ10, which a lot of people are recommended for skin, and vitamin E for the skin in the elimination of free radicals, the bad environmental stuff that just tears your skin up. But K2 is better utilized by the body, okay? It's obviously not meant to be just used for the skin. It is actually used for overall your body's overall management of free radicals and everything in the entire body, and not just the skin. But you guys wanted to know what I'm doing, and this is a part of a daily regimen for me, and I think overall the combination of things obviously has been beneficial for me. So now on to the next step, from the outside in. Okay, to make this external product application situation a little bit more palatable and to kind of make some sense of the madness in it all, what I figured I would do is I would break down my products and how often I use them in relation to how few times a week I use them to how many, to the more higher end usage. Once a week, I actually use the ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution. I work weekends, Friday, Saturdays, or Saturday, Sundays. Mondays, for the most part for me, are a no-go day. I stay home. I take care of whatever needs to be taken care of at home. That is actually a self-care day for me, so that works out best for me. Obviously, you can do it whenever. It's fairly inexpensive. It's only about $10, whether you order it from Ulta or the Ordinary directly. It's a little bit more pricey, I guess, if you would get it through Amazon, but there are plenty of places you can find this. But it is actually a low-grade chemical peel of sorts. You put it on, you only leave it on about 15 minutes, then you wash it off. Now, you obviously let your face dry after that point, and then you moisturize, and you're good to go for that day. Now, I have one that's a fairly new addition. It is the QRX Labs Glycolic Acid Resurfacing Pads. Now, I opted to start trying them out because, to me, I have pores large enough that you could park a car in them, like a garage. I also have some discolorations, from sun damage over the years that I'm trying to reduce, and that is what that's good for. That I use 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Now, you wash your face, okay? You let it dry, swab with the pads, let that dry, okay? And from there, you can utilize any moisturizer technique or product that you choose. It's pretty mild going on. It's pretty relatively new to me. There was a lot of comments about how it can be kind of stingy, but I haven't had that issue. There have been people that have said they've had redness from using it. I haven't had that issue either. Thus far, it does exactly what they tell you that it's supposed to do. It does hydrate. It does help with pore reduction. I'm already seeing a difference, which is amazing because I'm very self-conscious about that. So if you're interested, give it a try. I bought mine off of Amazon, but I'm sure you could probably find it other places. So now we've gotten down to what I do every day, and obviously most important thing is going to be what I use to wash my face. And I have actually been a proponent and was on the Clinique 3-step train for a long time, all the way through my 20s and my early 30s. I was a Clinique 3-step girl. I bought the 3-step system every single time. Now, I've kind of gotten away from the hydrating lotion that they give you, the little yellow lotion, because it actually caused my skin to be kind of oily, so I kind of deviated from that. But I do still use the Clinique mild face wash for combination skin, because I get dry through right here and I'm oily through the T. So wash with that, and then I go over it with the same toner from that 3-step program for combination skin. And that is the first step for me. So now that my face has been washed and toned and bare and ready to go, step 1 for me during the day, if I'm due to be leaving the house especially, I tend to hit my face with a Clinique Pore Minimizer serum. Because like I said, the pores are a little bit of a subconscious thing for me. If you have that problem, it's actually best for you to use it after you've moisturized. But I add that in as just a caveat because that is the last step of the day for me before I walk out the door. In the meantime, in relation to moisturizers and oranges porranges, you're going to laugh because I've seen some of the comments that you've made about this, but I'm going to tell you, don't knock it till you try it. I am actually a big proponent of snail mucin. I have been using snail mucin now for about 2 years. Before TikTok picked it up, before it came a thing, I found it through a friend of mine who recommended it to me. It is rather thick. It is a little on the slimy side, but it is naturally designed to protect and to heal the skin. It has a lot of antioxidants in it. It has growth factors in it, and it actually is a natural source of hyaluronic acid, believe it or not. It actually, on top of it being a moisturizer, it stimulates collagen production, and it helps to calm skin irritation. So, can't beat that, right? So, there's that. That is a twice a day for me. Then I go over it with a niacinamide serum with zinc. That is also a twice a day. Snail mucin first, then niacinamide. Okay? And that is morning and evening after I've washed my face. So I know it's going to sound crazy. This is just what I'm doing. It may not necessarily work for me. It may it may work for me, but it may not necessarily work for everybody. But you wanted to know. As to the neck down, if you're curious, I know you see just mostly this, but I I have just recently, over the last few months, picked up the Olay Hyaluronic Acid Body Wash and lotion. It does a great job. Before that, I was using coconut oil, which also worked great because coconut oil actually has an anti-inflammatory and a antiseptic sort of effect on the skin. And your body just soaks it up like a sponge. So I do both. I will do lotion in the mornings, and in the evenings when I shower, I will do the coconut oil. Now, on top of the coconut oil and on top of the lotion, I actually have, because I like smelly good stuff, but my smelly good stuff comes with a little side bonus. I use a honeysuckle and jasmine body oil, and it is actually, the base of that is a mixture of coconut oil and jojoba oil, which is also good for the skin. So that's what I've got. Hope you guys find something in all that may add as a beneficial tool in your arsenal to keep that skin glowing and healthy and fabulous. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Again, I am qualifying this as a vlog because again, it's not really educational in relation to the stuff that I usually do. I will probably add to it later on, but we'll see, because I've been kind of doing stuff and recording it, but to me it's all boring stuff. And no offense to you guys, but I don't want to end up like an Amber Lynn, giving you a bunch of random shite that really doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? So that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.